What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope that you're having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, for being here. Hope that if it's your first time, it's not your last time, and if it is your last time, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. All right, we're going to listen to Black Sabbath. We're going to listen to Iron Man. I know this song. You know this song. Everyone and their mother and their grandmother knows this song. But for completion's sake, I think that we need to listen to this track again. And let's be honest, it's not going to be a bad time. So let's go ahead and listen to this track again. Iron Man, of course, off their album Paranoid, released in 1970. Yeah, so we're making our way through this album, and it just made sense, like I said, to finish this one for completion, to do this song. Now, last time with Planet Caravan, I had done what I'm about to do right now, and I ended up recommending like a really heavy song for the softest song that we've heard thus far on the album. But I'm going to do it again. I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. I'm on my personal metal playlist, my favorites, metal songs, heavy songs. I'm going to go ahead and press the random button, and then that'll be like my recommendation for you guys. I have the volume lowered just a little bit, but let's go ahead and press the button. I'm sure you can see. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Did I press it? I don't think so. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, wait for the drop. Wait for the drop. This is Paul Bearer. Oh! Hold on. That's good. That's good. That's some good doom metal. It's repetitive, but it's like epic. That's a good song. That's a good song. And a really intriguing album cover as well. That's going to be I Saw the End by Paul Bearer. That's a really good track. Let me back it up now so we can get back to Black Sabbath. And we'll go ahead and get that ready. Get that rolling. But yeah, Paul Bearer, that's good. That's good. And that actually fits with Black Sabbath and stuff. Like, that actually works. Anyways, Iron Man, we've all heard it. Let's do it. Let's hear it again. Let's go. That's a genre-defining classic that I don't think you can place anything against. This stands on its own and will stand for the rest of time. Genre-defining. I would love to hear from anyone, because I know there are quite a few of you, anyone who was around at the debut of this, around this time. This track had to have taken the world by storm. I know, like, the band, of course, took the world by storm, but, like, this track had to have just caused a stir of some sort. You know, like, it had to cause something. There had to have been people out there that heard this and said, what is this? What kind of music is this, and how can I get more of it? It's a classic. There's no denying that. It's a hallmark in musical history. Iommi's guitar is heavy, the riffing, but it's also so melodic. It's also a little playful. The leads later on, the solo, especially against Geezer's bass playing. Love that break. I love how the music has perfect shifts too in its composition. So you get, of course, the heavy step-in of the kick in the beginning, then the kind of automated and robotic vocals, Iron Man, which I'm curious how they got that. I don't think he was speaking into a fan to get that effect. And then that doomy, evil riff comes out of nowhere, and it's just bum 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 bum. Like, it's just so good. Like, obviously riff-based music was around before this, but I think that this changed riff-based music and what you could do around it. How you could play it in and play around and fill in the gaps. Ward on the drums. The ending of this track is one of my favorite things. Just when he repeats that kick, he gets back into the heavy kick, which he does throughout the track. He fills in the kick a lot. I love it, right? Especially on the end of that main line and that main motif. I like you just steamrolls it. Bum 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 bum. Love that. But then at the end, he tosses in that furious kick, but now throws in the toms to give this rolling measure that just pummels and stampedes the ground beneath its feet, which I love, because then the band comes back on top of that and brings back that original riff, but now just because of how much the drumming has changed, really the whole song and the whole feeling of it has just completely shifted. It's a breakdown for the ages, and it can't be competed with. The difference, let me bring it back really quick. That's wild. Oh, that's wild. That is crazy. I love the way they break into that. I love how we get different riffs in this as well, and yet it flows, doesn't feel divided. It works so well together. The little break, bum 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 ba da 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 ba dum bum 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 ba da da da, and then it gets right into that driving rhythm, which Iommi comes in with a solo, bum 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 bum, and then Geezer's bass playing during that part is really cool. Throughout, you can kind of hear a little bit of like that bluesy, almost tiptoeing towards jazz territory, which is really cool to hear from Geezer. Like, it's just really impressive, the amount of musicianship that's involved in here. And I think that for anyone looking from outside of the metal world or sphere, looking in and kind of, stereotyping metal, you know, they think it's no talent, just play your guitars and this as loud as you can and just be fast. There's so much talent to be had in metal, to be specific, and I think that anyone could look into this album, this particular track, and hear and see all the different facets of that. Now, I've never really looked that hard into the lyrics of Iron Man. I've always just kind of assumed that it's a story basically of this machine that was basically trying to help people. They turned on the machine or didn't trust them, and then the machine came back and said, well, I'm gonna get my revenge then on you. It's basically Death Wish. I am Iron Man. Has he lost his mind? Can he see, or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall? I have a question. Which Iron Man came first? Is this song, maybe not based off of, but did this song come after Marvel Iron Man? Or was Iron Man the Marvel character invented before this? Is he alive or dead? Has he thoughts within his head? We'll just pass him there. Why should we even care? You know what I kind of think of? I kind of think of the whole story, the biblical story of the Samaritans and the guy who was on the side. The guy. I'm like making this so casual. The guy who was on the side of the road and he was like dying, and all these different people passed him and they didn't help him. But then the last guy came and the Samaritan helped him and, you know, fed him and all that stuff. But in this story, the injured guy comes back for revenge against the other three. He was turned to steel in the great magnetic field. Isn't that a Jean Major album? When he traveled time for the future of mankind. Nobody wants him. He just stares at the world, planning his vengeance that he will soon unfurl. Now the time is here for Iron Man to spread fear. Vengeance from the grave kills the people he once saved. Your Superman will rob you now. That's a great song. Like I said, I mean, I think that is just... I mean, what am I going to say that hasn't been said about this perfect song? Let me know what you guys thought of it, though. You can follow me in a bunch of places on Twitter, on Patreon, and all these different things. Hope you enjoyed the music. Hope you enjoyed my company. Come back tomorrow. You never know what I'm serving up, but it's going to be a nice dish. It's not going to be like what Iron Man served up, which was revenge. A really, really cold dish. But enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.